Good afternoon, and it is the 12th episode of the 12 Days to Christmas for Paul John Single Malt Whisky, and I'm looking forward to hosting Michael and Anirban Blah, a good friend of Paul John Single Malts, and yeah, it should be another interesting sessions. We've had fantastic 11 episodes so far, and right, let's see, somebody has. Hi Neil, long time no see. Hello Suyash. And who is here? Bring in Michael, and he should be joining very shortly. Hi Priyanka. There you are. Hi Michael. Master.
Heemanshu.
Hi. And you are signing in from the distillery, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's. I'm waiting for Anirban to sign in, and hopefully we will have him soon. And this
Otherwise,
is
where are
the.
you, Heemanshu?
I'm at home. I've
Okay,
just
you have put a.
converted my. Yes, I have uh, taken over my son's room and converted into a Paul John single malt broadcast room. So, yes, yeah. And he just was extremely surprised that because he just came in last night, and
Okay.
I've asked him to loan his space for about an hour.
Wonderful.
So yeah, this is the time of Christmas holidays, so that they come and spend time with their parents as long as I guess they can come and visit. Where is your daughter
Yeah,
with
she's
you, or
she's
she's in
in she's in
Bangalore?
Goa.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
she's in
she's in
Goa.
Goa, and I think Anirban has just signed in, and let me welcome him as well. Yeah, so I'm just trying to bring in Anirban as well, and I'm sure he will come in. Why am I not able to bring him in? Should be easy. It has been easy for 11 sessions, so there is no point that this shouldn't work now, but let's see. I think Anirban, if you can hear me, I think you need to log out and dial in again, because somehow I'm not able to bring you into the video. Yes, is unable to join, but can you, Anirban, if you can hear me, can you try one more time, log out and log in again? Just bear with me. Sometimes the technology doesn't play to it as you would like, and I'm trying to. Can I ask Spurti to just call Anirban and ask him to join back again, log out and join back again, because somehow I'm not able to bring him into the video.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
Yeah. Hi, Harsha. Yeah, he's reconnecting. Yeah, it's Saturday afternoon. What's happening at the distillery? Is a lot of construction work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So everything is knocked down now.
Okay.
A lot of demolition work is
So
on.
busy times. Yeah, yeah,
Busy time.
yeah. And yes, yeah, busy time. Uh,
Hi,
yeah.
Asha.
Hi, Harsha. Yeah, yes. Yeah. Thank you for joining in today as well. We had a wonderful session yesterday with Hemant, which I'm sure uh, I think we felt as guests in our in Insta takeover because Hemant just uh, had a clear path on which way we are going to have this conversation. So please send Anirban an invite to join, okay? And now the digital team is asking me to do something which is for a technology. Yes, Anirban has joined. Paul John is going live. Yay! There you are suddenly. Can you hear us? Okay, I can't still hear you, but I guess it will come.
Hey guys,
Hi. Yes. Fabulous.
sorry
No
about the
Hi, hi.
technological challenges there.
worries. We managed to
Wait, I just need to get my
pass that
sound on.
brick. Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear
I
us?
can't hear anything.
Anirban? I can hear you. Michael, can you hear Anirban?
Yeah, I can, yes.
Yes, Anirban, can you
Hold
hear
on,
us
Himanshu,
then?
I
That's
can't
the
hear you
question.
now.
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. Let's. Your part is a little buffering kind of a thing, but I can see Michael clearly, and yeah, okay, yeah. Hi, Vicky. I think Anirban, if you can just ask everybody at home to get off the uh, Wi-Fi, I think you'll get a clear bandwidth. Oh, yes, Rocky and Mayur has also tuned in. Hi, Toby. Yeah.
Okay, I can see the video perfectly.
Yes.
I just can't share.
Yes. Okay, that's better. I think we got you back. We got you back. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm
Yes,
supposed to do.
Anirban, this is better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Good. That is good. Yes. So, so Michael, whilst he's Anirban, can you
Oh,
hear us?
God.
Uh, so whilst Anirban is fixing the bandwidth, just to let you know that Michael Anirban has been a pioneer in terms of the food and beverage scene. He has been, purveyor of uh, absolutely things that are fine with an outfit called the Soul Company, and now he spends his time in learning more about and spreading the joy of fine food experiences and spirits, and is based out of Bangalore. And I can see Akhila also has joined in. Akhila is his wife. And Anirban, have you figured out where you are in terms of bandwidth?
I think his network is very bad.
I think so because I'm getting you clearly, and
Yeah.
um, I-
You're on.
yeah, Anirban, you're on.
I can hear the vehicle noise. I don't know. Is it from your side or?
No, it's not from my side. It's not from my side. I'm in a completely locked room and very far away from a road.
That means we can hear
Yeah,
something
I
from
can
his
get
side,
the
but
background. Yeah, yeah,
I think only the video bandwidth is not there.
yeah. But I guess Anirban, can you speak and we can hear you and let's see if we can have a conversation.
No, it's buffering. See,
Yeah. So yeah. Yes, IT City should have better connection, but I guess, are always having some issues with the IT City, starting with the roads. So I guess that's basic thing that we need to first figure it out. Let me see, there is some more. No.
Hey guys,
Hi.
is this better?
Yes, this is better. This is
But I
better.
still can't hear him. Maybe I should get my earphones instead. Will you mind running to get me my earphones? I'm just gonna try it with earphones on because that seems to be the best bet. Because
This
I
is
can see
good.
you guys perfectly, I just can't hear you.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. I mean, yeah, we can hear you now. Again, it's stuck.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Is this audible?
I'm still unable to hear.
Yeah. Okay. We can hear you clearly. It's fine now. You still can't hear us? Is the volume all right?
Okay.
Well, I guess,
You want to just see it? Right?
and you went to buffering again. Oh dear Lord. No, I guess we'll just
I think
not have
the
to.
network is very bad from his side.
Yeah, I think so too. So close all background apps. It's all shut
Normally,
and
it
just talk
happens with
about.
me. Today, I know he's unlucky.
Yeah, I guess everybody gets their fair share of technology goof-ups. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, he's Booker Biker. He's exited, and hopefully he'll join again. And thank you for your patience. Oh, it's all good. We are getting it done. But no. Meanwhile, I think there's always a great opportunity to chat with Michael, and um, yeah, invite you again, Anirban. Okay. Yeah, I've sent the invitation. There you are.
I can hear you finally. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Fabulous,
Yeah.
fabulous,
So
great.
hopefully,
This was
thank you
a this
everyone
was
for
a
waiting so
miracle.
patiently. Yeah.
This was this was a miracle, and it
Uh,
has happened. So yes, Christmas miracles happen. Just
thank
don't
you.
go away, Anirban. Just don't go away.
And
Yeah.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. My whiskey's here.
Great, super, super. So, before we get chatting and catch up on the lost time, what I would like to do is again, this is my kink, and it's going to happen. And yes, Rocky and Mayur, this calls for a drink. So let's get the whiskey breathing. So you got you got this, Anirban?
Yes, I do.
Yes, so just crack it open, take out the foil, and Michael, you, me are going to try to pop this open together at the same time. Let's see how the universe conspires.
What a lovely bottle here.
Thank you. Thank you. And the liquid is definitely going to blow your mind away on this. So let's peel off the foil and
There you go.
let's get this together at the count of three. Let's pull it up. One, two, three. Ah, lovely.
What a
That's
beautiful sound, huh?
what a beautiful sound. Absolutely. Let's pour a dram and let it breathe for a while, and we can have uh, a conversation starter. And look at the lovely color. Yeah,
That
absolutely.
is lovely.
So, yeah. So Anirban, first of all, I don't know. You did come to the distillery, or you haven't come
I
to the
did
distillery?
actually. So the Soul Company guys had organized a tour for me
Yes.
about a year and a half, 2 years ago, just before
Right.
the second wave. And I was
Right.
astounded by it, yeah, because just the scale and how beautifully done it was,
Right.
even
Right.
architecturally, right? Not just the experience of the spirit, but just
Yes.
as a way to spend an afternoon. I thought it was incredible.
Super. No, I'm
Yeah.
glad you came, and I know that Somana had asked me to put this together, and I don't know
Yeah.
whether you got a chance to be to. Did you meet Michael then that day, or
I
was it?
no, we didn't meet Michael that day. He wasn't available on that
Okay,
day.
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
meeting him. Yeah.
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 So first of all, let me just formally introduce you to Michael D'Souza, our master distiller, uh,
Nice to
who
meet you,
has
Michael.
Nice to meet you
spent
too.
about three decades with us, and
Wow.
this is Anirban Bla. He is a spirit enthusiast, a connoisseur of fine things, and lifestyle, and the what can I say, the architect
I'm
of
I'm
the Soul
just
Company.
I'm just this retired guy, and I like to travel and eat and drink, and I like to invest a bit while I'm at it.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Booker Biker, Michael has an ample supply of whiskey in the background and everything beyond that also. So, so that's just the showcase of the past Christmas editions that Michael has put. Some of it is not available anymore, and not, I guess, none of the bottles are there on the retail. But Anirban, welcome, which is to the 12th episode and to the 12 days of Christmas. So
Oh,
this is the finale, and we are so delighted to have you hop on board, and we could reach the bottle of Christmas edition to you. I
thank you.
remember speaking to you about it when
Yeah,
we met,
yeah,
some
yeah,
time ago. That this is something. When you asked me what is the most select things that you do, and I talked about the select cask
yeah,
range, and but
yeah.
this is a tradition that we did start in 2018. So this is the fifth edition of Paul John Christmas
And
edition.
it's just a small batch that you do for Christmas.
Yes, it is. It is a batch which is a limited edition, means that is a finite number of bottles. So uh, it just count, just dividing it by the number of liters, because we make it in few pack sizes.
Yeah.
So that's 750 ml for India and the North Americas. We do the 70 cl for UK, Europe, and rest of the world, and we do the 50 ml or 5 cls also all across. So all put together, if I were to have a common denominator, we would have done about 7,926 bottles this year.
Wow.
Yeah. And yes, Praveen, it is available in Mumbai. Just ping it and we can send you the retailers list. But this 7926 is basically for just one festival, which is Christmas, which comes out of Goa, which is for at the same ABV for India and overseas at 46% non-chill filtered, and it's got, you know, a vatting of three whiskies, which I'll invite Michael to talk about it, because then after that, I'm sure we would want to smell it and taste it. So, Michael, share with us the idea of this year's Christmas edition and what all went into making it.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, you must have tasted the previous expressions.
Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to taste? Okay. So the tradition started in 2018. So Paul John does not have age statement. You know that. You know, we produce peated and non-peated liquid. Out of these two liquids, we produce different expressions. So except Christmas edition, the rest of the expressions are mono, as in, you know, either it is completely matured in ex-bourbon cask and bottle, or it is finished either in wine or rum and brandy casks and bottle. When it comes to Christmas edition, this particular expression will have at least whiskies from 3 different finishes. Yeah, it's a blend of 3 different types of whiskies, I would say. So for the very first expressions, I had used, that is 2018, I had used unpeated whiskey matured in ex-bourbon cask, unpeated from, peated whiskey from ex-bourbon cask, and unpeated whiskey matured in ex-bourbon later finished in Oloroso. So 2019 instead of Oloroso, it was PX. Then came 2020, I used virgin oak cask. 2021 had whiskies finished in Portuguese wine casks. You know, it had vintage port, it had tawny port, and also Madeira. So for 2022, I have used again kind of 3 different finishes. One is the ex-bourbon matured in, the unpeated matured in ex-bourbon cask, unpeated matured in ex-bourbon later finished in brandy cask, and also peated whiskey matured in ex-bourbon and later finished in Oloroso hogshead. So this has 3 different finishes.
So, but what makes you decide what to go with? Like, why this year? Like, what's your inspiration?
So, Akim, our main focus is to bring in Christmas feeling. If you knows, you have a lot of Christmas cake and Christmas delicacies in it. Okay, regardless of what finish we use, it will end up smelling Christmassy. I mean, means the profile is Christmassy. So, so that is the main focus. The second one is, you know, every year people started waiting for the new launches, new edition. So, in order to keep the excitement going, I use different finishes. You know, this kind of surprise to the consumer.
So the fact that is, you know, I compare it to the Marvel series. So, you know, when you watch the movie, it actually builds in the seeds of what will be in the future releases. Yeah, same way. The heart of the Christmas edition is the unpeated ex-bourbon, but the newer cask finishes or something new which would become part of our full offering, will be woven into or vatted into this liquid. So it's just that you get a little familiarity with it, and then, yeah, then we are able to bring it as a presentation, as a full-on, like a brandy cask or, a Oloroso peated cask, so on and so forth, going forward in the future, in the near future.
I think going forward, you guys will probably have to start doing little events, which are sort of like a Christmas feast for 10 people and a bottle of your Christmas expression.
Yes, yes. I think
Mayur and I will try and put it together in Goa when I'm there next week. We'll get a bottle of this, we'll get some food, some vegetarian food for Mayur, of course, and we'll do it.
Oh dear. Mayur, what have you done to yourself?
He's always been vegetarian.
No, I did see him at with the team when we were there for our at the vinyl record and bar. But yeah, he was
FTR,
busy with his friends. Yeah, yeah. So let's give a whiff and see how it goes in terms of this thing, the aromas. What do you get, Anirban?
Yeah, but you're right about this Christmas thing, though, because I do get a slightly sweeter, spicier note. It is a bit like a Christmas cake, there's hints of almost cinnamon, some sort of dried fruit. It's strangely, it almost has this sort of port wine kind of thing on the nose. I don't know why, but I'm just imagining this. Yeah.
Okay.
Like a slightly
Yeah, I mean,
ferment note. Yeah.
so both the brandy cask and the Oloroso, which is wine. So both gives you the winey character.
Yeah.
The brandy is made out of grapes, so you have that character. Of course, from Oloroso you get that floral, fruity, spicy, profile. And the elegancy, you're getting, a lot of honey, citrus.
You get the honey notes.
Yes, you get from the ex-bourbon cask.
It has, I know you said it's Christmassy, but in terms of the nose, it has slightly more tropical notes than a traditional single malt or scotch or something like that. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
A lot more body.
Yeah. So, I think we'll go ahead and take a sip, but before we do that, we want to do it the Indian way, and to me that is saying Jai Ho. So, so at the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3, Jai Ho.
Jai Ho.
Jai Ho.
Yeah.
That's very smooth, yeah. Wow.
So, delivery, as usual, all the Paul Johns are very sweet and chocolatey. So on the palate, you have the spiciness. You have, some people get pepper, some people get nutmeg. Depends. It's slightly smoky.
But it's But it's also very smooth, yeah. It's incredibly smooth. This, very easy to drink. Goes down easy.
Dry leather, dry leaf, tobacco. It's not overly smoothie, but the peat is giving you those dry leaf kind of
No, but it does have, it still has some hint of smokiness, though. It's not, you can still taste a hint of smoke.
It's very, very subtle. Yes.
Yeah. It's very, very nice. Incredibly balanced,
Yeah. I think, that's a good observation, Anirban. So the peat is used to give depth rather than just smoke out the whole liquid. So it brings out the effort, the flavors of dark chocolate, Christmas cake, burnt sugars, and it's at 46%, and you're saying it's smooth. So I'm sure we will have to do some cast strengths with you very soon.
And this is strong, but it's very misleading because it goes down so easy. You don't realize it's quite strong whiskey.
Yeah, it is. It is at 46% non-chill filter. So which one have you tasted before, or do you remember? I'm sure the distillery you would have tasted a range
At the
of
distillery,
things.
also, my father-in-law is a big whiskey drinker, and he tends to buy only Paul John from the Indian whiskies.
Mm.
I think in his whole circle of ex sort of defense people, that's what they drink as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So whether it's I mean, it's not Nirvana. There's another one which is slightly above. So I
Bold,
forget what that's called. Yeah, I think that's one.
bold, Paul John
Yeah,
Bold, because
yeah,
that's what
that's
we
what.
are.
Yeah,
That's what's going to the canteen
yeah,
stores right now.
yeah. But I mean, but I think we've drunk pretty much your almost every. What's the word that you guys use? Because you don't simply
Expressions.
expression. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've tasted pretty much every expression that you've launched in India. I think at least in the
Yeah.
last 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Paul John is popular in Bangalore, right? At the end of the day. Yeah.
Well, we are trying to
You're
build.
popular everywhere, but yeah, in Bangalore you're very popular.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think we managed to, because we are headquartered here, and
Yeah.
though Michael makes it in Goa,
Yeah.
I guess it's been, we are a Karnataka-based or
Yeah.
Bangalore-based company. So,
Yeah.
and we've been based since almost 2.5 decades plus. So it gives us the opportunity
Yeah.
to build our foundation blocks in Bangalore as well. Yes,
But you know
uh,
that even at FTR, the bar that you were talking about in Panjim, that Mayur and I love so much, it's our favorite bar.
yeah,
They serve only Indian craft spirits. So if you do a
yeah,
whiskey cocktail there, chances are it's a Paul John cocktail.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
I know Buland, and I when I
Yeah.
went last in October, there was Nirvana, there was Brilliance, there was Oloroso.
Brilliance. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
This is
yeah,
brilliance.
yeah. So he's
Yeah.
been absolutely supportive and does fabulous work
Yeah.
with everything that he touches,
Yeah.
actually, including. So
Yeah.
yeah, he's holding the fort of craft,
Yeah.
and treating the craft spirits well,
Yeah.
as well, and just not,
Yeah.
running it away and figuring it out just for what to do with it. But yeah,
I,
great
I
guy.
really think though, we should find a way to encourage more and more of the good bartenders to use your spirits rather than an imported spirit. Because, I mean, I really feel a lot of times if it's a good imported whiskey, you're
Right,
not paying for the whiskey in the glass. You're paying for a large part of it as import duties and taxes.
right.
But I do think that, if you're having something from Paul John, the because it's not imported, most of it is actually reflected in the value of what you're drinking in the glass, and that often
Yeah.
allows for a better drink and a better cocktail. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, for example, you're absolutely right, because and in the last I would say 5 to 10 years, we've been seeing the emergence of really good craft spirits come into the space, single malts also, and so on and so forth. So I think India is waking up to these offerings, which are equally world class. Like
yeah, yeah,
we have been, Michael has worked very hard to ensure that our international award recognition that we get, we are now all over 300 awards, and
wow,
you've seen that at the distillery that we've got in the international,
yeah,
in
yeah,
our hall of walls of certificates, which have been, testament to the taste. It's all on taste that we have got from overseas, and it is it is today we are proud to say that India puts up that kind of liquid, and I'm happy to say a quick hello to Anup Barik, a good friend of ours, and Michael from another single malt distillery. So welcome, Anup. And and I think today the Indian scene is changed gears from mass molasses base
yeah.
to true to category and true to origin, uh, liquids, and presenting it. Also coming up with indigenous liquids as well, in terms of craft space, with our local ingredients. So I think the the categories are broadening,
But that being
and
said, I think quality is really hard in some of the newer categories. The good part I think about whiskey, maybe because your capex is higher and it's not as simple as a gin. You can't brew it in
No.
your home. Yeah, so
Yeah.
as a result of which, I think that what's coming out is genuinely world class. It's not just like two people saying that let's do something. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
you're making a world class product. You're not just doing it
Yeah.
for the sake of, oh, let's just do something craft. Yeah.
Yes. True.
Yeah.
And you're right. I mean, Anirban, as we speak right now, and before before you came in, I was chatting with Michael because the distillery is right now shut because for almost 5 months, Michael, uh,
Yep.
yeah,
Until
the
April. Yeah.
distillery, yeah, the distillery is shut. That doesn't mean that the bottling is not happening, but
Yeah.
we are expanding and adding four more pot stills to the existing this thing. So you've basically got to shut down the production. That means it's going to affect the availability of liquid for some time, uh, or, and of years to mature. But when you come up again uh, with four more pot stills, pumping out new make, then you got to
Yeah.
build warehouses
Yeah.
and buy more casks and let time do its work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
So
the 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 one request I have for Paul John though, because I see you guys really as leaders, not just in terms of what's in the bottle, but in terms of practices, just setting up the space that you all did and all. It would be wonderful if you guys could sit and really take the lead in terms of water replenishment, because it is a water intensive sort of industry. And if you could
mm,
show other people in Goa saying that, how do we give back and make it show that we're ecologically sustainable, I think it would be really something that you guys can take the lead on. Yeah.
absolutely. And I think, Michael,
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
done
that is what we
some,
do.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, every day we use close to uh, a lakh and a half liters of water,
Yeah.
and all the residue goes to the effluent treatment plant. Then it is treated, then later passed through reverse osmosis. Uh, then we recover at least 60% of the water that we
That's
use.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that cannot be used for the process again,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we can
That's
use
right.
it for yeah,
Other
then
uses of water. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
so so yeah, it's been there, and I think it's just the beginning of the journey, Anirban. I mean, like you've come to the visitor center, and to come to a distillery, any distillery in India, uh, you would not see a wonderfully maintained garden,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
Michael takes immense pride to showcase the greenery that is there in the frontage of the distillery
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we've managed uh, to maintain, and that's the water that we recover back goes a lot into maintaining the flora there,
Yeah.
and that's
But I also feel that it's not just having that space is not just good for a consumer, but even for employees. It's a matter of pride. It's
yeah
not just some sheds or some factory or some soulless place that you're working out
yeah
of. It,
yeah
it treats even because it's not just the public areas. I did the full tour, and I felt that as a space to work, there's a certain amount of dignity in the environment in which a worker can work over there.
yeah. True, true. Yeah, but on some days I don't venture near the bottling hall because you are either going to get shot or run over
Yeah.
because there is a frenzy of activity. And I go to the bottling hall some I mean times when we are doing like a Christmas edition bottling uh, or a special release bottling, and I'm
Yeah.
working with Michael to see through everything is right, everything is coming together beyond the bottling day. Those are the days where I'm extremely, extremely afraid of Michael. Uh, but yeah, no, he's absolutely superb. Uh, so I think coming back to Christmas edition, uh, we've managed to put this together, and what we have endeavored to capture is the Christmas spirit in the bottle. Uh, I would, I would, I think it's breathed a little bit more, and
Yeah.
I think what's what is very unique and this is that as you let time, it
Yeah, it
softens
does.
and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
becomes even more mellower,
yeah,
and then the palate kind of broadens up
yeah,
to a lot of creaminess and
yeah,
nuttiness that we get, and that's when we actually are touching at the heart of the 6 row Indian barley,
yeah,
which is what is used by Paul John for making our
yeah,
Indian single malts,
yeah,
and that's what gives the base to all our uh, expressions,
yeah,
right from Nirvana to the brilliance, bold, and our wine cask and all of that. So it's an all Indian ingredient product. Uh, the other part is that for our peated whiskies like the Bold, which your father-in-law enjoys,
yeah.
uh, we don't bring in the peated malt. We bring in peat.
Oh wow. Okay.
From Scotland, which is then burnt, uh, air dried, and air drying our malts. So it's not an ingredient. It is just burnt to give
The smokiness.
the
Yeah.
the smokiness flavor. And then yes, the water is local from the various aqueducts that come into are there in Goa near our
Yeah.
distillery. Uh, in fact, if you actually come next time, we'll take you high up there where our now the gin pot stills nest, and you can
Yeah.
see the end of the Sayadri Mountains
Oh
there as well.
wow.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and that's a fabulous view setting for our gin as well. And I know that you love a good gin, and we'll talk about
Yeah.
that as well sometime
Yeah.
going forward.
Yeah.
So,
I want to
okay,
ask
what is,
you, as this
yeah,
is opened up,
yeah.
uh, it has this almost Highland or Irish whiskey kind of creaminess to it.
Mm.
Like, how does that happen? How does it change uh, in terms of how it feels on the palate? It's changed over the course of the drink. It's quite
Yep,
interesting. Yeah.
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 Michael,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure you know a lot more about wines. So during wine tasting, they ask you to swirl the glass, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the, the science behind it is that when you swirl the wine, the alcohol that is present in the wine will absorb the water molecules from the atmosphere,
Yeah.
and it breaks the water molecules will break the chemical chain of the wine. So it will start reacting with the chemical compounds that is present in the wine, and it will change it. So similarly, here, either you ask people to add few drops of water, because we don't recommend people to swirl the glass and
Yeah.
smell,
Yeah.
because when you swirl the glass and smell, what you get is the alcohol
Pure
level. You
alcohol.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. So we allow, we ask people to add few drops of water. The
Yeah.
science behind is same. If you keep for longer time, especially the whiskey which is non-chill filtered,
Yeah.
which is about 46%, again it will absorb the water molecules, and it will start reacting with the chemical compound present in the whiskey, and it will slightly start changing. So it starts opening up. Similar to wine, whiskey also contains some amount of tannin. Tannin
Yeah.
comes from two different sources. One is from the husk itself, of the husk of the barley. The other one is from the oak tannin. I mean, from the cask.
Yeah.
So this also requires oxygen to open up. Something similar to that of wine, wherein you allow wine to breathe, through
Yeah.
the cork. So yeah, just this is when it opens up, automatically the character of the liquid
Yeah.
also changes.
But does it bother you if someone's drinking this with water or with soda? Because this is so wonderful. You don't need to add anything to it.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know, uh, they say there is no right or wrong way to drink whiskey. because everybody's palate is different. But if you want to experience the true stick of single malt, then it has to be consumed neat anyways, because there is there is there is a reason we mature our whiskeys for many years. Our main the main goal is to extract flavor from the cask. So if you add mixers, then your purpose is defeated. Means you cannot experience the true characteristic.
No, this is fabulous.
Yeah. No, but Anirban, it's like this. So when we do a tasting, we obviously allow the expression of the liquid to talk about itself. But otherwise, we are in the business of happiness. So, as Michael said, there is no right way or the wrong way. But and if you would like to add ice, water, soda, and that's what makes you happy, so be it. We'll look the other way. So yeah, I think that's what it is, and yeah, and sometimes, and I think that when this happens, it's a start, but someday suddenly, when you're enjoying, you don't put that much, and then you really start saying, oh, okay, this tastes different, and over a period of time, that soda will reduce and go away. Over a period of time, that water will reduce and go away, and someday the ice will also go away, and then you say, okay, let me spend time with this liquid, and yeah, so that I think you need to give time to the whiskey, and we are in the journey because it's a culture that that's what we would like to create on.
It's so interesting you say this because I had a reunion till yesterday. My best friends were in town. They live in London and Singapore.
Right.
And we'd gone on Monday night or Tuesday night to Arbor. And all he was drinking was Paul John Brilliance and no ice, no soda, no water. Because he lives in Singapore and he doesn't usually drink Paul John. And he's like, this is such a good whiskey. And why would I sit and mix this with anything else? And I remember because we've been friends for 25 years. He was very much a Delhi, black label with soda or black label with ice kind of guy.
Yeah.
It's interesting because he's a literal proof of what you have just described. Eventually, you lose all the frills.
So yeah, that's what, and we are in a journey, and it will take time to get. I mean, we will showcase it to the people, and then it's up to them to pick it up and take their conversation and their journey with single malts, and not only ours, but when you see something which is non-age statement, non-chill filtered, and then somebody would say that, okay, let me just taste it as it is, and then maybe add whatever I would like to add as a choice, rather than as in Bombay. I've heard this so much. They go to the barkeep and say, whiskey ASAP. So I said, okay, I know what ASAP means regularly, but so the bartender said, sir, it means Adha soda, Adha pani.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that's there, and we in India drink 48% of the world's whiskey produced. So I guess yeah, it's a journey that will start.
No, but you guys, would you call it whiskey if it's molasses based?
No, it's not. It's not. So Anirban, it's like this. It's just that we didn't come ahead many years ago, but vodka was made from potatoes first. Now you get everything else. This thing. I mean, even molasses based, you technically can't call it just whiskey flavored rum.
Yeah,
because it's molasses based. I mean, if you were to do proper rum, it has to be from cane spirit, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And not from molasses. But and the reason why we are there is because of the history, and the history is that we had sugarcane.
Yeah.
We needed sugar to be self-reliant as a country post-independence, and what was left over was molasses. So we worked as an industry. We worked in terms of what was available as a reliable, cheap, continuous sugar source. and that's what we worked with. So, in Philippines, the sugar source is different. In France, the sugar source is actually beetroot, so on and so forth. So and alcohol across is for preservation. So anything that is going bad, which has some starch or sugars, you convert it into alcohol and preserve
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So, so that's what has been the origins of it. So I don't think being molasses is bad, but that is what we had as a country at independence. So we had to
Yeah.
work with them.
I,
That's
I
all.
just wonder if it should be called something else and not whiskey, so that Indian
Exactly.
whiskey is able to actually grow internationally.
Ex exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we had the hangover of the Raj,
Yeah.
so we had to call it something which we were familiar with.
Yeah.
So I guess that's how the category of the industry came as IMFL, which is
Yeah.
Indian Made Foreign Liquor. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think, 10 years hence, I think our conversation will be different.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot more journey has started by Indian manufacturers, by startup craft beverage companies, and even the multinationals which are operating in India have taken cognizance of that and uh, are recognizing it and are participating in it. So overall, it will grow the whole industry in terms of in its standpoint for a place under in the world beverage categories,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so yeah, it will happen, and what can I say? So it's just uh, you know uh, it's still a blue ocean if you really ask me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, I mean, Anirban, uh, you know, tell me one thing, since you are into food equally, what would you pair this whiskey with?
It's interesting because I don't think I would necessarily pair it with a Western dish, because I like
Okay.
that hint of spice and all that it has. I can honestly see this going so well with Malu food. You have
Oh,
just just like a good Christmas Malu feast. You have little beef fry. You have
mm.
some duck and some uppers and all of that. And I think this would go really well with that. Strangely, that's what I'm thinking of rather than a Western dish. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Praveen
Yeah.
from the chat is saying mutton masala.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. And I see another fellow industry craft, Khalil, joining us. Welcome, Khalil. We're just towards the end of our
Is
chat
this
with
Khalil
Anirban.
Bachwali?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of friends joining from the industry, and that's a good
Welcome.
thing, because this joint conversations helps us build the conversations around the industry and around craft beverages. And anything that you feel you want to ask Michael before signing off, before we move to our closure, that would be and do look him up next time you are visiting Goa.
He will, for certain. And I guess that holds true for everyone on the chat. Do visit the distillery. It's fantastic. I,
Yeah.
I think that there are only two distilleries in the state that are really built in this manner. So really do visit if you happen to go there. Well worth the trek to South Goa for that.
To South Goa for that, and
Yeah.
superb. So
Yeah.
so yeah, Anirban, thank you so much for joining us today,
Thank you so
and
much, guys, for inviting me. I really enjoyed myself, and thank you for this. Absolutely fabulous, yeah.
Merry Christmas to everyone at family and the Soul Company team, and catch you soon.
See you guys soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye.
Cheers.
Thanks. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Michael. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Thanks, Himanshu.
guys.
Bye. Happy New Year. Bye. Thanks.
Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year, Merry Christmas.